Same question every day, because we stay consistent. Because this is how you show consistency. Yes, no. Do you know what? Get out of here. Just, did you train today? Yes or no? I don't care if you don't ever train or you train every day. Did you train today? Because that's the only day that we've got. Today. Tomorrow when we wake up, it will be today. So, no, Dali. My dog's going bananas. So what's happening, my people? Are you keeping it together? Are you training? What is going on? Are you dieting? Are you not dieting? Are you eating clean? What's the matter? Talk to me. Tell me. Right? Let's talk about it. Let's get that consistency in. I'm not looking for motivation, you know. I used to be big on motivation. Big on motivation. But motivation comes and goes, and some days you wake up and you feel very motivated, the next day you don't. You know what I mean? It's an on and off kind of thing, motivation. So you can't rely on it. You gotta go above and beyond it, I believe. Motivation. You can't be your only drive, I believe. To me, the key is to not overthink, for sure. When it comes to training, I do not overthink. When I go through dieting, when I go through cutting, when I go through getting ready for a race, when I do all that, I do not really overthink. I avoid overthinking. Yeah, because overthinking is draining. It's draining it. It drains energy. All that thinking, that stressing drains energy, it draws energy. Raise your heart rate in a bad, you know, it's not good. It's not good to overthink. I believe there is a space for planning, for organizing, for everything, for thinking. There is a time where you have to sit down and figure it out, right? And create a game plan, create a plan or whatever, right? Thank you. Hello, Bree Page. What's happening? Hello, did you train today? Panda against the world. Of course I'll shot you, bro. Of course. What's going on? Wagwan. Everybody good? Ethan Tyson. What are you saying? I like the Tyson, man. Is he after Mike Tyson? I'm a massive fan of Mike Tyson, bro. Thank you, bro. Don't worry about nothing. Just for this. Come on, man. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. If you want to ask a question about training, about fitness, what I'm trying to do, actually, let me bring it out, because I'm going to tell you something crazy happened yet. Not crazy, but yesterday I received my first donation. Do you know? B10100, what's happening? Anyway, don't worry about it. I'll say it later. But I created a button on PayPal. So you got the link on the description. They will send you to PayPal. You can choose how much you wanna. This is actually funny. I'm not trying to get anybody to, but you know what I mean. I just said it like even £1, and a guy he just donated me $8, and it was beautiful. It felt amazing. I said to myself, I can do this, like, yeah, you know. So yeah, let me put this here. I'm gonna target 30 quid, which is, to me, is impossible. It's just like but you know what I mean. If you don't ask, you don't get, I guess. So what I was saying is this. What is it I was saying is, it's actually a very important point, because the thing is this, that once you made your mind up about the plan ahead, right, you can't. I talk for me, because you do you, I do me. That's how I like it. Devia, hello. darling. How you doing? Imagine you're a woman. I don't know why. I don't know why. Divya sounds a girl name. Uh, but what I was saying is that once I have my plan on, I can't keep reviewing it, trying to change it. That put me off. I can't have energy coming from too many directions. So me, I have to sit down. Obviously, you got to be flexible. Me, I wanted to bulk, right? This year, I wanted to bulk. I was about 79 kg. I wanted to get to 83, right? But funny enough, actually not funny at all, I had problems with my intestine, right? That was giving me kind of problems, right? That was probably due to the dirty bulk that I did, right? And I had to stop eating garbage. Looking back is a blessing in disguise. And I can only pretty much eat rice, eggs, chicken broth, olive oil, small meals. So I had to switch, right? From bulk, I can't bulk anymore. My body is like, it's enough, man. You go to 79 kg, that's what you get this year. That's what my body told me, right? And I have to listen to my body. My body couldn't take any more damage like that. So I sat down again. All right, I have to cut then, because inevitably I'm gonna lose weight. Because from eating, I want to say, because when I bulk, I don't really count calories. I just eat to satisfaction. And that works for me because I can overeat, but I can't overeat like I used to overeat when I was 20. When I was 20, I could eat for 3 hours. Like, I could just sit down and just eat for hours. I can't do that anymore. So if I had to guess, I would guess I was on 5,000 calories, right? And I started my bulk at 70 kg-ish, right? So I put nearly 10 kg, 9 kg during the winter. And I wanted to keep lifting and go a little bit bigger for another month and then cut through the summer. But I had to anticipate that, right? And I have to review everything. And instead of complaining and thinking, oh my God, I could have taken it in a negative way. But no, I'm going to work with the problem and I'm going to make it my strength, if that makes sense. This is going to be my strength, right? Am I forced to eat super clean, small meals? I can't overeat. All right then. So we're going to do it at the very best. Does it make sense? So I embraced it. I'm a big fan of embracing situation and work with them, right? If you like the knowledge that I just dropped, you can go just donate anything. 5 quid, 1 quid, whatever. You don't have to do anything, don't worry. Anyway, 9 votes. I'm loving this. No, why didn't you train? I didn't train either today. Actually, I'm lying to you. I did abs today. But I don't consider it a... Julius, what's happening, bro? How you doing, man? Julius Gonzalez. What's happening, bro? What are you saying? Do you train? What are we doing? That's all I care about. Do we train? Are we getting big? Are we getting small? What are we doing? Because even if you don't know, you are doing something. Because you can either be good, get better or get worse. But do you train in general? I'm blessed, my brother. Thank you. I'm blessed. I'm not good. I'm blessed, which is different. But do you train normally? Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And Julius Gonzalez, I like the way he sounds. I guess you said Julius Gonzalez. I don't know. I'm sorry if I messed it up. But anyway, what I was saying is, yeah, I had to embrace the situation and love it to the point that I'm actually happy that it happened, if that makes sense. I embraced it in a way that I'm like, I'm happy that it happened. Tell me, what do? You go to the gym? Say yes or no. You go to the gym? Yeah, man, I'm blessed. How do I look to you? Do I look blessed to you? I answer for you, yes, I do. Because I see myself. You can tell I'm blessed. Not with an airline. But, you don't go to the gym, but I'm blessed with all the rest. It rhymes nearly. You know what, brother? I don't blame you. You got busy gyms around you, maybe? Yeah. I train at home. I'm a trainer, but I personally train at home. Yeah. I got myself a squat rack. I got 120 kg in weights, which is more than enough for me. Couple of dumbbells. You can put the weights together. And then I have a couple of barbells, couple of kettles. And that is me, though. That's all I need. Truly. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, what do? You have weights at home, or you do body weights? You do like circuits where you do like, I don't know, 8 different movements in a row? I love those things as well. There is a place for them as well. Yeah, for sure. When you train for performance, which is completely different than training for look, right? The two different flipping things. If you're training for performance, you're going to be doing certain things. I'm going to go into details now. And if you're training for the look, you have to do completely different things, right? When you train for the look, what you want to do is you want to isolate, right? Because you want muscles to pop out. But isolating muscle is not very functional, right? It's not very functional. Spending an hour doing bicep curls, it's not going to teach you anything. Does it make sense? An hour doing tricep curl like this, right? It's not going to really teach you anything, right? It's just going to get the tricep stronger. Does it make sense? Instead, if I do let's say a body weight circuit where I do, I don't know, spider walks, bear walks, and all those type of functional things, then you're going to engage your brain in a different way. You're going to engage your nervous system in a different way, because now you have patterns of movements that you have to learn rather than just flipping doing this. And there is a technique here as well. There is a pattern of movement here as well, obviously, but it's not as complex. Julius, tell me if it makes sense. I'm from Italy, my brother. Yeah. But is it what I make? Does it make sense what I say? I'm sure it does. Right? So, on the other hand, if you're training for performance, that's what you got to do. Maybe you want to be doing more complex movement oriented towards what you're going to do depending on the competition, right? Maybe you want to do, depending on what you do, short range of motion, more explosive. You want to do more HIIT kind of thing, circuits, interval training, and a bunch of other things that are going to relate to what you're going to be doing, right? If you're a runner, I don't think you're going to find a marathon runner at the gym spending 1 hour on the triceps extension. Does that make sense? Right? But probably you're going to find him on the bodyweight room doing circuits where he does some kind of jumping, different type of jumping boxes, single leg jumps. You're going to find him there because that's going to relate more to running. My brother Julius, very nice to meet you. God bless you. And I hope I'll see you tomorrow, right? Keep study, keep strong, get yourself a bunch of weights and get ripped and shredded. You go to college, you're young, you can look godlike. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a statue. You start training when you're in college. By 30, you are a walking statue. You know what I'm saying? So think about it. Get after it. God bless again. So what I was trying to say is although, let's clarify this, even when you train for a marathon, you're going to do resistance training. You're going to do squats, deadlift, leg curls, leg extension, calf raises, rows, very important. You're going to work out the chest as well. You're going to do, but it's going to be different. You're not going to train to get bigger. You don't want to get bigger. Yeah? If you're an endurance athlete. Yeah? If you are an endurance athlete, you want to be efficient. You want to be extremely good with the technique, right? If you train for the look, you just want to look. There's no performance involved. It's just a look. So what you're going to do is you have to stress the muscle in a way that they will grow. And that is what I'm switching on this year. And I am loving it. I am adoring it, as a matter of fact. Anyway, 55% of the people didn't train today. Giada, did you train today?
No, I didn't.
So even worse then. Terrible.
Cosa?
Talking to myself.
Okay, sorry.
What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, I can take it that people don't train today. I understand it. I don't hate people for not training on a Tuesday. It's all right. You do what you can do, bro. So good. So good. I think that there is such a vast amount of people that would benefit tremendously just with training once a week. Once a week. I say, man, are you crazy? Once a week. If you follow it up, if that once a week is done correctly, if that once a week is you going running for 45 minutes, that's nothing. That's not going to count. That 1 hour has to be extremely efficient, and there are so many things more efficient than running. But if based on what you got to do, you take that hour a week and you do a very, very, very good workout that makes sense, that 1 hour a week, and then you follow up with rigorous dieting. Not rigorous dieting, it's not the right wording. Rigorous food selection. Yeah? Nutritious food, real food. Only. Even if you didn't count the calories. Just only taking on nutritious food and drink water only. Yeah? Because this is the thing, you know, most of my clients are from the UK. I love my brothers from the UK. I do adore them. They are as a matter of fact, I'm Italian, but I am a North London boy a little bit as well. I hope, and they took me in, you know. Seriously, I loved my time in London. I mean it with my heart. But my brothers and sisters from London, they really capable of eating super clean, because I'll shock you with this statement now. I preferred doing food shopping in London than in Italy. I would swap even an Asda, which is kind of the entry level. Nothing wrong. I used to shop at Asda. That was my level. And I had it close to home more than that. I would take an Asda here in Italy, because the food selection, the food that you find there is really good. So you can really eat healthy in the UK or in London, perhaps. That's why I know. But my brothers and sisters from London, they like their drinking, bro. They like their drinking. So that kind of put the things off a little bit. But if just train efficiently once a week, twice a week would be like, you wouldn't recognize yourself in 6 months. Too long. In 2 months, you wouldn't recognize yourself in the mirror. 100%. If you just trained, whatever you do, as long as it's efficient and it makes sense for you, and you ate super clean, never cheating, never, right? And you only drank water, you'll be shocked. Flipping shocked of what could happen to your body. You would be shocked. It's just as everything is so overcomplicated. There's this too much communication. Too many people that today there is a guy that I don't want to use the word hate, because I generally don't hate anybody. Even my worst enemy, if I had one, I don't have a worst enemy, thank God. But if I had one, I don't think I will hate it. Because I have a tendency of relating to people. Even when people do the most weird things, I try to say, to understand, you know, and avoid strong feelings, negative feelings. But there is a guy that I dislike on the internet. I don't know his name. I don't want to know his name. But it pops up every now and then, and I happen to have heard him speaking sometimes. It's such I just don't like the way he was talking crap about Mike Mensa, right? Who talks bad about a man that died like 30 years ago? Mike Mensa died 30 years ago. I am of this opinion. When somebody is dead, you either say something good, if you want to say something about them, or you don't say anything at all. They're dead, bro. They're not here no more. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't need to, right? But so I heard him speaking badly, with bad attitude towards Mike Mensa, which died 30 years ago, and I immediately disliked the guy. I mean, I can't relate to a guy that talks like that about somebody that died 30 years ago. Like I was saying, I'm better than him, I am more knowledgeable than him, I'm stronger than him, stuff like that. And I find it ridiculous. But today I found something that he had how do you call the liposuction? So this guy is supposed to be a coach and a trainer. right? And to get slim on the waist, is that how you call it? Liposuction? It might be the way you call it. Anyway, he had a surgery to remove fat on the waistline. I'm like, you talk on the internet and you tell people how to get fit, how to do this and how to do that, but you went to the surgeon. You don't know how to do it. You would do it. You had to go to the surgeon. You look crap anyway still. You look fat still. Because for some reason you just don't have it. I don't know. Or you're doing something wrong for sure. And I'm like, and this is one of the guys that overcomplicates everything. He makes it so difficult that if you hear him, you're like, oh my God, what do I have to do? When it's extremely simple. Yeah? And I don't even know. Let's change the subject. Anyway, guys, I'm targeting 30 quid in donation. I've been talking to myself for the past 10 minutes. 5 more minutes. If nobody shows up and talk to me, I'm out of here. In the meantime, I have 11 votes with still 55% of the people did not train today. No, but I wanted to talk about abs. Abs. I never liked training abs. I find it extremely boring. Even if I put a movie on or something on, which you shouldn't do. But to just do some sit-ups, right? It's not like I'm on bench pressing, right? Or I'm squatting at 100 kilos, right? I'm doing a sit-up. I'm on the floor and I'm just, So I put, like, most of the time, like today, I put something on just to distract myself a little bit. Still get the contraction in, but they're boring, bro. Who likes doing sit-ups? I never heard anybody saying, oh my God, I love going to the gym. I love to do sit-ups. I never heard of it. Never heard of it. I heard people telling me, oh my God, I like doing chest presses. I like to do my squat. I heard people telling me the most crazy things. I heard people say, I like to do my planks, which I find it weird, but yeah. Okay. Dai, vieni qua. This is my Marta. Look at this. I'm just showing you an angel. Right here. This is an angel. It's not a dog. Okay. Anyway. What I was trying to tell you is that you got to do them. You got to do them. There is got to be a reason why the best bodybuilders in history used to do 1,000 abs a day. And it's not the first time that I've had a 6-pack since. And I had it on and off, obviously, because when you bulk, you don't have, like now, I have to record. But when you bulk, you don't necessarily have to have a 6-pack popping out if you bulk, you know what I mean? But I think, it has been some good 15 years. So it's not my first rodeo, and I've always destroyed myself with the sit-ups, crunches. But I never liked it. I like the look, but I never liked it. But I'm getting close because I think I might weigh 75 kg tomorrow. And that would be awesome for me. Imagine some years ago, I used to start my cutting at 75. So I put some muscles on during the winter. It's going to be interesting to see, because I go by the vision. I know how I look when I'm shredded, right? And I usually look shredded around when I am around 67, 68 kg, right? Very light. Some years ago, it used to be 60, then it became 62, then it became 63, then it became, every year you should, right, look shredded, but weight a little bit more on the scale because you're putting on muscle. Yeah? You don't want muscles to go away, right? So I started this thing started training in 2014. And I went down and I started running, I started cycling, I started swimming, I started training for my Ironman, and my weight just collapsed. And I went down to 57, 58 kg. Very, very light. I didn't have any muscles, I just started, But eventually that became 60, that became 62. Now I can't even think of going down to 60 kg. I don't even I don't think it would be possible. I would look like a dead man walking. So now, if in 2014 I was 59, 58 kg, super lean, and now super lean at, I have to see this year, but I'm targeting 70, right? I put in 12 years, I put on 11 kg of muscles. Does that make sense? It does. Do you know what I mean? So, but I want that to increase a little bit. I want to accelerate that a little bit, because obviously when you do Ironman and things like that, you don't really work hypertrophy. You don't want upper body overweight. You don't want to. You want to be light, right? I don't want to be light anymore necessarily. I just want to look shredded, fit, muscular. That's it, and athletic. But anyway, guys, I've been talking to myself for the past 15 minutes. So I gotta go now. I wish you a good night. Thank you for the 2 likes. I'll catch you tomorrow. God bless. Good night.